Today's lesson or tutorial, we're going to focus on how to engineer prompts to get the most effective responses. And it's based on Dan Fitzpatrick, who's in the UK, and his prepare model. So it's going to outline what those letters mean in the acronym of prepare, go through it step by step, and also provide an example to work with as we go through those steps. So the P in the prepare model, is the prompt. And it begins by crafting your prompt, which lays the groundwork for your request. It's crucial to articulate a precise and succinct directive and steer clear of imprecise and confusing language. Okay, so for our example, what we're going to do is we're going to imagine we're a grade 7 science teacher in the great state of Texas, and we're developing a learning task for our students around plastic pollution in the ocean's ecosystem. Okay, so that's our first thing we are going to do. So the next thing, the R in the prepare model, is the role. Okay, so we're assigning a role to the AI, which shapes the context needed to fulfill its objective and also your objective as an educator. And this clarifies how it should tackle the query and ensures a pertinent and precise reply. Essentially, you're defining its role for a specific task. Okay, so going back to the task of our grade 7 science teacher, essentially what you're doing is you are creating a research task where the students are going to present their research, their peers, to raise awareness around environmental conservation. So the E in the prepare model is explicit, and what you're going to do is you're going to detail exactly what you expect from the AI, including the information that you seek, avoid presumptions about its understanding of your thoughts and needs, and clear instructions align its actions with your intentions as an educator and what you want from this particular learning task. Okay, so in this particular example that we're working through, we're basically going to create student instructions for tasks where the presentation must have those 4 qualities. Okay, so you can guide it by specifying the educational strategy you prefer or specific subject matter to concentrate on, which is what we've done there. So the next one is the P, the parameters. Okay, so you're defining the parameters. So you're establishing parameters to set the boundaries for the AI's response, aiding its comprehension of your requirements and enhancing the accuracy of your reply. Without these boundaries, the AI may steer the response in the wrong direction. Okay, so consider these parameters. So desired tone, language choice, word count, paragraph count, sentence length, intended sentiment, preferred format, and targeted reading level. So I'm just going to add our parameters here to what the presentation actually has to have. Okay, so there we go, adding it now. So there we see, so it maintains an informative and engaging tone. Students must use simple language, aim for a reading age of approximately that of the 7th grade. And they have to format the report with headings, bullet points, and conclusions. So next thing, the A in the prepare model, is to ask. Okay, so you're encouraging the AI to pose questions that can lead to more comprehensive and high quality responses for your learning task. Okay, and that's going to, so you're requesting that these questions be listed in bullet points for ease of reading. Okay, so for us, the presentation must ask, when the students do it, the following questions. Okay, so common types of plastic pollution, how it affects marine life, and how you can provide an example of successful initiatives to reduce that plastic pollution. The next step, the R in the prepare model, is to rate. So request the AI to assess the quality of its own response and justify its evaluation. This insight into its reasoning can guide you to redefine or modify your prompt for improved outcomes. Okay, so this might be our first prompt, but you might not be happy slightly with it. So one way we can, the AI can help with that, is basically evaluating your learning task. There we go. So completing the task, evaluate the effectiveness of the task, okay, and provide a brief justification for your learning task in terms of maybe educational pedagogy. And the last one is going to be around emotions. Okay, so remember the goal is to inspire action and hope. For example, for our assessment. So what we're doing there is we're going to focus on, copy and paste that in. Okay, here we go. So remember, the goal is to inspire action and hope. Okay, so you're basically engaging with the AI's emotional aspect. You're highlighting the significance of achieving accuracy in the response, and hopefully when we submit, we should get a high quality response. Okay, so remember though, this is only the first response. So once you've read it, you can then start to tweak and modify your initial prompt to hopefully improve the response. It's kind of an iterative process, because remember, you're in conversation. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so we're now providing instructions for the ocean ecosystem presentation. So hello, young scientists. So it's also giving direction for the students. So giving focus of what the presentation actually involves, a case study, consequences of marine creatures, and actionable steps. Guides the students into the presentation structure using the statement, explain, and evidence model. There's a word limit. Use simple and clear language that you'd understand, and how to format their reports and questions to address within their report as well. So the prepare model is, I think, an effective way to prompt engineer to get really effective responses back from ChatGPT models like Copilot. Okay, so hopefully that's helped you in a way to how prompt engineering can help you improve your